Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Seek on the Speed 252. I've been wanting to bring this video to everybody, all my family's in the Corvette farm, all my family's on the YouTube channel. This has been a video I've been wanting to make for a while. These two cars, I think, we've been talking about them for a while, and at least I know I have. My friends that got tired of me talking about these two cars, so they eventually want me to bring this to the video. And I want, everybody in the Corvette farm, I want your opinion about it. Everybody that's on the YouTube channel that's currently watching this, I want your opinion about it. So there's two cars that, a lot of people discuss all the time that, which one is better for the money, which one is faster than the other, which one would give you more value in the long run, which one is more of a rare commodity. And I think I have my opinion, but I also want you guys' opinion and your ladies' opinion on what you think these two cars can bring to the market. First off, let's start off by the ultimate Corvette, right? So we had the ZR1, the 2019 ZR1 is one of the best looking cars out there on the road these days. I mean, in my opinion, especially that it competes with all the supercars, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the Maseratis, the list goes on, right? And the ZR1 is a car that when you see it on the road, you have to turn your head and look at it. There's no way you cannot look at this car. I don't care what color it is, what spec it is, you have to look at this car. And to be able to see these cars in person has been a phenomenal experience for me. I mean, granted, I don't have one. I have a Grandsport. I love my Grandsport. The ZR1 is freaking amazing. I mean, it comes with any color you can pretty much ask for: black, orange, blue, yellow. The list goes on as far as colors goes. And the specs on this car is freaking crazy to me. I mean, you can actually build a ZR1 starting at base price at $121,000 to up to like $155,000, depending on what you want to put in this car. And for instance, this car comes with 755 horsepower. That is mind-blowing to me, right? Like, it's crazy to fathom back in the day you couldn't even find a car that has 755 horsepower stock from the dealership. And 715 pounds of torque is incredible. And the best part is it comes with a 3-year warranty from the dealership. So I mean, if you even go to a dealership and decide you want to order a ZR1, you can get a freaking 755 horsepower Corvette with a 3-year warranty. That's crazy to me. And most of these days, guys are obviously taking their Corvettes, the Z06s or the Stingrays or the Grandsports or whatever car they actually have, they want to modify it to get up to that amount of horsepower. And it's crazy because you vote all you want to once you do all those things. We all know that. But the ZR1 is a great car, and a lot of people talk about this car beat the Ford GT at the VRR. It has beaten a lot of track records, and it's awesome on the track. So, but the question is, what other car is fast or possibly can beat the ZR1? Now, I sit home and I thought about this, and I thought about this, and I thought about this, and I brought it to one of the guys in the Corvette forum. Him and I was chatting through the private messages, and it was just an idea of mine. I was like, hey, what do you think about this car comparing to the Corvette ZR1? And he was like, hey man, like, I think you might have hit on something here. I think that this car is actually available. I think a lot of people don't talk about it because they really don't know too much about it, but you might be right. This car may be able to actually either compete or actually beat the ZR1. And so I want to bring that car to the channel. I want to talk about it in a few minutes. I don't actually have one with me, but I actually can talk about it based off the things I have researched, based off the things I saw in person. And I'm going to bring another car in as a demonstration about it, and to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So let's hop on back on the ZR1, right? So as we all know, the ZR1 is a fast car. I mean, it's crazy fast. I have never personally been in one. I have definitely seen lots of videos, as everyone else has, of how fast this car can go. And it comes with, I mean, pretty much anything you can ask for in a sports car, right? I mean, you got heated and cooled seats, you got a coupe, you got a convertible, you got the big wing that's on the back of that thing. And I mean, a lot of people say they didn't like the wing on the back of the Corvette, but I like it. It definitely is something that's definitely unique. And the only time you really see something like that is maybe on a Dodge Viper ACR, right? So I'm happy to see Chevrolet do something different. But one thing, this car, 0 to 60 is 2.85 seconds. That is crazy to me. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it because I drive my Grandsport all the time, and I go 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds, which is actually what the car can actually do. So to imagine 2.85 seconds is freaking crazy to me. And so when I get further on in this next car that I think is either competitor with a lower price, it's going to be insane at how fast that car can go. Not much difference, but a little bit of difference. And I mean, the ZR1, it's freaking crazy to me. You can get it in a 7-speed manual, you can get it in an 8-speed automatic with the paddle shifters. However you want this car, you can definitely get it. And I mean, it's freaking crazy to me how you can get a car, I guess, in the $6-figure dollar range, on the low end of $6-figure dollar range, that has as much horsepower and torque that definitely this car has. Also, a lot of people don't know, if you haven't actually been inside a ZR1, a top speed for a ZR1 is 212 miles per hour. Now, granted, most of us, if we even had a ZR1, we're not even gonna drive it that fast. I mean, my Grandsport, the fastest I ever drove it was 145 miles per hour. So, all right, so let's talk about the car that I think that's gonna be a great competitive car for the Corvette ZR1. Now, this car is definitely something I would want to own myself, and I feel like even though it's still in the six-figure dollar range and I can't afford it, it's somewhat more attainable than the Corvette ZR1. Now, I haven't actually ever seen any of these out on the road, but I have seen these in actually the dealerships. And I want to kind of break it down to you and kind of see what you all think, you know, the fellas in the Corvette forum, ladies in the Corvette forum, everybody that's watching on our YouTube channel right now. Tell me what you think of this car, right? And if you don't know anything about this car, do a little bit of research and tell me what you think of this car. So as we're walking over to one of the cars that is actually not the competitive car, I'm gonna kind of give you an example of what this car actually has to make it a kind of a competitive car. So you take a look at behind you, which is right in front of you right now, we have a Corvette Z06, right? So you would think, like, why do you think this car could compete with the Corvette ZR1? Well, not this car specifically. So let's talk about a car that has 757 horsepower, 777 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, which is almost close to 2.85 seconds in the Corvette ZR1, and on top of that, 10.5 seconds in a quarter mile. What kind of car is that? We're talking about the Callaway Corvette Z06. I actually seen one of these in New Jersey when I went up there to go take my buddies to go buy his Camaro. And I was confused. I was like, why is this Z06 has a hole in the top of it? Where the guy walks up to me and said, hey, you never heard about this car? Not really. I heard about Callaway, but I didn't know they actually, you know, tap it with the Z06 right now. This car, not this one specifically, but the Callaway Z06 has a supercharger as well that is built by Callaway. So Callaway is like another partnership with Chevrolet to get together, and Callaway take some of, you know, Corvettes, well, particularly some of GM products, and supercharge them. And Callaway has been around for years. I mean, most of the guys from the Corvette farm, you know this, they've been around for years. They've been modifying cars for years. And they actually took the Z06 and put a supercharger in there. And the Callaway, in my opinion, was obviously before the Corvette ZR1. So in my opinion, did Chevrolet take some ideas from Callaway in order to incorporate that new ZR1 with the big old supercharger in the front? And I mean, it's just freaking phenomenal. So here's my question to everybody in the Corvette farm, everybody on the YouTube family. So my question to you is, which one is better for the money? You got the Corvette Callaway Z06 that is $113,000, or you can purchase a Corvette ZR1 at $145,000. Granted, the Corvette that's built by Callaway comes with more foot-pound of torque, more horsepower. So this is my question to you all. Which one would you buy? Which one is better for the money? With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I love my Corvette family and the Corvette forum. I love my YouTube family. I love all of y'all. So please subscribe to the channel. Please show me some love. I look forward to talking to y'all in the next video. I'm looking forward to reading all y'all comments about this question I just have for you all. The giveaway is still going on, which should be going on until June 24th before the YouTube call out. I will try to make a selection of who will win that key tag as well. And you know, I really thank all y'all supporting it, and I appreciate each and every one of you, even my brothers and ladies in the Corvette forum. I love y'all a lot, and my YouTube family, I really do. Let's check out some of your cool rides.